You said right at the top. You're going to put up right when I bring up the. Okay.
4.
Woo! We are live. What's up, guys? It's Babcock here. Lucas, what are you eating?
Salad.
Salad.
You're unfamiliar.
No fun.
Oh. You're unfamiliar.
Little
Dang.
fat shaming me at the top here. Hey, guys.
Welcome to
We're kicking off today.
What's up, Mojo?
What's up, baby? Ready to kick this thing off,
We
man?
are. How was the trip?
We live, pal.
How was your trip?
Trip was great. Updates to come. We did some good things this weekend, sir.
Amazing.
With the 1971 Titans, the team from the movie Remember the Titans. That's where I went to high school.
Is it really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh.
Yeah.
25th anniversary of the organization and the movie, I believe. So.
Wow.
Good movie.
I remember I could not believe it the first time you told me that, Mojo.
It is the greatest sports movie of all time, and I will debate anyone.
Yeah.
Space Jam.
We have a live chat for exactly this kind of thing.
Right. I
Good
think
movie.
that's not crazy. I think it's definitely up there. Lucas says Space Jam.
One or two.
Which you would, yes.
Yeah, one or two.
Lucas, you have to clarify.
Space Jam 2.
2 was
Oh
a
my
classic.
gosh. 2 might be the worst sports movie of all
Yeah,
time.
right?
Dare. LeBron
Can you
was
think
fantastic.
of a worse one than Space Jam 2? A worse one?
One that was
probably
trying to be
could.
serious?
One of the earbuds.
Hang on.
Hurt my
I
feelings
watched-
watching that.
What's the name? I watched this awful sports movie recently.
Rudy, Invincible, they're up there in the top 3
those
to
are-
5
yeah.
for sure.
What's the name of it? I'm trying to find the name of this movie I watched. It was so bad.
What was it on?
It's about 2 sisters who are like volleyball players, and then they go and they play basketball.
Are you talking about Double Teamed? The Disney Channel original movie?
Haley and Hannah Cavender?
No.
No, it's not.
No,
It
this
could
is from
be, it could be their like life story.
Like from the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, that's a great one.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
It was so
If you want to watch a good
was so
Disney
bad.
Channel original movie that's
Yeah.
also a sports movie, watch Luck of the Irish.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good one.
What about Late's movie where he pretty much played Travis Kelce? Is that
Yeah.
up there for best sports movies ever?
I think so.
I haven't seen it, but
I think so.
I forgot what it's called.
oh man. All right, guys. So we got a bunch to talk about today. A lot going on last night. NFL. What we got, Steve?
We got a bunch ahead. Travis Kelce, the game last night in MetLife Stadium. Him and Andy Reid getting into it
Again?
Tom Brady, did he say something inappropriate? Did he not? We'll let you decide. But during the Cowboys-Bears game, some comments where he said, quote, "kick the dog," unquote.
Right.
And Edward talked to PETA about it, so we'll get their reaction.
PETA not happy.
PETA not happy.
Although maybe you would have thought they would have went a little harder. I don't know. We'll see. We'll discuss.
And tough Saturday in Central Florida. Bill Belichick's Tar Heels blown out by UCF. They trolled
Yikes.
them. Jordan getting some criticism for being on the sideline. The coach power couple that will not go away.
Yep. That is a fact. Okay, good. All right, we'll get started in just a minute here, guys. I don't know what it is, man. I can't.
No free ads.
I'm like, it's just not Coffee Mate.
I've never had a cup of coffee before in my life.
You've never had.
Same, Mojo?
You've never,
Never
had a cup of coffee, Mojo?
before.
I'm the same way.
You guys
You've
sound like
never-
you're talking down on us for having
Yeah.
coffee. And
Are you
I am.
never
kidding
even
me?
tried it.
I do think I'm better
I don't
than you
know the
for not
last time I
drinking
went a
coffee.
day without
I
having
can
coffee.
be awake like a grown-up, you know?
See, that's going to be my
I
new
just like the
thing now
taste
that
of
we've
it.
switched to this
Yeah.
live model. I
Yeah.
was a good guy before, but now I'm just going to be
Just let
rude
it
and
fly.
nasty and ugly with
I
the
like
live
that
show.
much. I like that. Listen, I many years ago, I thought I was allergic to dairy.
Yeah.
So I started using Coffee Mate, and then I ultimately went for an allergy test, and I'm not allergic to dairy. But I just got used to the Coffee Mate, so I can't have it with milk now. I need the Coffee Mate.
Okay.
What's coffee made? Is that like a creamer or something?
Yeah, it's like
Sugar.
a powder creamer, but it's a little sweet. But
Is
yeah,
that like
no free ads?
Is that the name of a particular brand, or is coffee
That is
made
right.
just
No, yep, exactly, Mojo. That's
like
a brand
Band-Aid?
name. Brand name. Non-dairy creamer.
So they should probably sponsor you. I feel like.
That's what I'm angling for here.
That's what we're doing this for. This is what I
It
drink.
cost me like $9 every time. I feel like I use one a week.
That's a lot, man.
All righty. Steve, you almost good? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll get started in just a second here, guys. We're just getting some straight with the equipment here. There was we just had to film something for TMZ Live because Jimmy Kimmel is back after 2 missed shows. 2 missed shows, I think. Wasn't one? It was an indefinite suspension. It wasn't a very long one though, and he's back. So we're just getting everything switched over. Oh, well, it's
Don't need him anymore.
Mojo. I don't know if you saw this because you were doing stuff, but I had you here. You were here. Your action figure was here.
Oh, I watched, pal. I was watching.
Were you? Did you see?
I did see.
You.
Represented.
I was holding you.
Thank you. Mini Mo.
How'd we do fantasy-wise this week, guys?
I don't want to talk about it.
Blown out
bad?
in all 3.
Lost in all 3?
Yeah, I'm blown out.
I'd be lucky to score 60 by the end of tonight
Oof.
in one of my leagues.
Okay. Not TMZ?
No. I'm losing in that one, too.
Really messed up.
Lions, Ravens.
Kelce and Pacheco.
Lions.
Yeah.
Ravens.
Packers blew my parlay this weekend,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah,
not.
Lucas's Browns get the dub over
Let's talk,
Mojo's
can we talk
Packers.
about Micah Parsons in that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Micah
I don't want
Parsons.
to talk about anything in that game.
Micah Parsons blocked every snap. And here's the thing. He had 2 tackles, right? Just 2. No, nothing else. And I was telling Lucas this. The somersaults people were jumping through to try to convince me that he had a good game. They were like, he had 2 penalties drawn. He had unofficially 5 quarterback hurries. He had 2 quarterback. I mean, when he was in the Cowboys, like, none of this happened.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they look. I mean, he's a fine player, but he has 1.5 sacks and 6 tackles this entire season.
This season?
3 games.
Yeah. Not fully healthy, though, right?
But he's on snap
it was
count.
the
When is he
half a
ever
sack
healthy?
in
He missed
each
4
game.
games last year.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. There's a narrative. The narrative is
Yeah.
hey, you
Well, they want to
traded
make
this
it seem like
generational
he's
player.
like the next Lawrence Taylor
Yeah.
just because he got traded from the Cowboys.
Right,
and make
exactly. And nobody's afraid. Like, okay, he's a very
he's
fine
not-
player, all
he's
pro
not
talent,
Lawrence
but
Taylor.
oftentimes he's
Yeah.
disappeared.
Well, the big one is they want him to be Reggie White. Is like what the big
Oh, yeah,
trade.
that's been
Like
that narrative's been talked about,
is
right?
They want
That
it.
is
They want it
the
to be.
narrative, yes.
Yeah. It's
That-
like
that
all right.
is.
Reggie White has a
Yeah.
shrine in Lambeau, man.
Yeah.
They're definitely looking for the next
They're
one there.
trying to-
He got a
Absolutely.
sack in every one of his games except for this week, right? So, I mean.
Yeah, I think he said half a sack.
1.5 sacks in 3 games.
He's not.
Yeah,
we're
okay,
going to
yeah,
talk
because it's
about
a half a
Lawrence
sack
Taylor.
each game. It's still a
But
sack.
Kenny Clark has 1.5 sacks in 3 games for the Cowboys, and nobody's like being like, "Oh my
Right.
God,
That's a good
he's
point, yeah.
amazing."
Right.
Look,
Well,
he's
nobody's
he's
looking
fine.
at him
Yeah.
and putting their whole offense structured towards.
I don't know. I mean, the
Yeah.
Packers have talent, you know.
He's not Lawrence Taylor. We're going to talk about Lawrence Taylor today too. I'll be right back. Hang on one sec, Keith.
Right. Myles Garrett looked more like, Lawrence Taylor on.
I mean, that triple team. Do you see that picture?
Yeah, where
it's like the Congo
yeah,
line.
there's 3 guys just like lined up to block him. I don't see that for Micah Parsons. And again, I'm not
That's- yeah.
dogging Micah Parsons,
No,
but
I mean-
this narrative
You
that
are.
like we traded the world's greatest football player that's ever stepped on a field.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, when he was with us, we didn't win anything.
No, I mean that's good. That's super fair.
I
But
don't know.
Yes.
You're like,
So
what
I'll-
if the Cowboys had Mike
I'll
Parsons?
start
Yeah, we'd
over here.
have
Is
lost
that what we're
28 to
thinking?
14 instead of 31 to 14. Like.
no, I mean that was
How big
a
Shannon said it.
bad.
Give it some time,
going
baby.
right here,
We're only
Mike?
4 games in, boys.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
early.
gotcha.
We'll take those 2 first,
Gotcha.
and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're right.
Packers
This,
still 3-1, even though.
And then
the
I'm up-
Browns
and then is
really not
Keith-
good. I had a really good
is he
parlay
walking in
going,
front? Is you going in
you
front of me, Keith? Or
which was crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe
I
that.
had
I'm-
the Bucks, which held
going-
on.
Are these just straight up or with points?
Those were money line. I
Well,
took the points with the Chiefs, though.
I was going to.
Okay.
I'll
So
make
I
sure.
was 3 for 4, but the Packers
busted.
busted it.
What was the?
mean, you
what
can
were
still
the?
talk
What were
And
the
that was
Packers'
my
favorite
lock
line?
of the week.
Lucas.
Yeah, what were the Packers? What was the spread on that?
Look back to him.
Oh, I took money line,
Oh,
but
I got you. So I can go like this.
I don't know what this. I think the spread was probably like 6.5 or
Yeah,
something.
it
I
had
can't
to
remember.
be. It had to be.
Man,
What's
on
that,
the
Mojo,
road,
Browns?
That's a big spread.
Browns
Well,
Packers.
I mean, everyone's like the
supposed to
Packers
be
are
a
the
big
best team
win.
in the
Yeah.
league, like all this. Best team in the class
They
of the
They
Okay,
do
Steve,
play
I
some
am
great
set up.
defense, though.
Oh, I mean, the
Packers.
Browns are, like their defense came in, but they have.
Sure.
Yeah. You got to get rid of Joe Flacco's corpse. Like,
This is probably the best defense they've had since that Dean Mutati guy played defensive line
shoot.
for them back in 2009.
Nobody,
Hey, that guy was a
nobody was
stud.
running
Do
on
you
you
remember
guys
him?
then.
No. Just kidding, Mojo.
All right.
Okay, and Steve, we're tossing
screwing
to, or B-roll, I'm sorry. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, Steve, I'm good whenever you are. Just tell me. Welcome to TMZ Sports. Babcock here. Travis Kelce and head coach Andy Reid once again getting into it on the football field during Sunday Night Football. This is not the first time that we have seen these two guys they're both Hall of Famers. They are both legends, player and coach, but they're both fiery. And we've seen these dudes not just argue on the football field, we have seen them literally bump into each other, make contact with each other, and just get in these super heated conversations, fights. I don't know how you want to describe it, Lucas, but again, it happens. We saw it happen last year. It happened during the Super Bowl. I think it was 2 years back now, and they're fiery and they're intense dudes.
Yeah.
It shows.
So this one happened about 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Okay. It was a close game at that point.
Chiefs win over the Giants, but yes, at the time it was about 6-0.
Yeah.
And Andy Reid happened to be the one this time to make a little contact with Travis Kelce. So Travis caught the ball for -2 yards,
Right.
and then Butker goes out there to kick a field goal, and he misses it. So people were upset on the sidelines, and Andy Reid was waiting for Travis as he was making his way to the bench, and he gave him like a shoulder
He
nudge,
did.
and stood his ground, and Travis was, jawing. They were both back and forth
Right.
talking and everything, but he kind of walked away from the situation instead
Yeah.
of standing his ground.
Right.
But as we know about this relationship, they get heated, they express how they're feeling right in the moment, and Andy Reid actually kind of talked about it after the game, and he downplayed it.
Is that what he
Let's
said?
just say.
He wasn't too. I think if this was a rookie, if someone that didn't have the prestige of Travis Kelce, and you do that to the coach,
Oh, if it's
there's
a rookie,
problem.
you're gone.
Right. That's not going to happen. I think Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, those are probably the three guys on that football team that could get away with that.
Yeah. So let's listen to what Andy Reid
Okay.
said, and you can be the judge of that.
He's a passionate guy, and I love that part. So I've been through a lot of things with him, so that's all part of it. I love that he loves to play the game. That's what I love, and it's an emotional game. So I'll take it.
Mojo, you buying that? Is that the explanation here? No problem. It happens. Heat of battle. We're all good.
Absolutely. Hell yeah, I'm buying this, Babcock. This is coaching right here.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people put in their heads that even though it's the NFL and this isn't college, coaching is just X's and O's. It's not. It's managing players, and every player is the same. If this would have happened with Patrick Mahomes or Chris Jones, to your point, maybe this is a different conversation. But that happened with Travis Kelce. That's the most hyped dude on that team. He's a team leader. He's a captain. He's fiery. Gets up in people's faces. He's jacked up. That's how you got to coach that guy, man. You can't just pull Travis Kelce aside and be like, hey, everything's going to be okay. You guys are going to – hell no. Bump into him. Shove him in his face. Get up in his face. Scream at him. That's probably how he feels. He needs to reach that guy. I mean, Travis Kelce said in the past, Andy Reid and I have a great relationship. That's what we do. We yell at each other, like this is part of coaching. So I love this. And obviously it seemed like it worked. You saw what happened last night. And I'll go out here and say, I don't think this is the last we're going to see of this. Even if they continue to win, we're going to see this. Maybe they've identified this is how you get Travis Kelce hyped up on the sideline, especially one of the most important players on the team. You need that guy. If it works, stay with it. Keep at it. I love this kind of coaching. This is why we like Dan Campbell over with the Lions. He's fired up, man. It's contagious.
No, I think that's exactly right. And players are different. just like regular people do, you've got different personalities, right? So I think that a guy like Travis Kelce, yeah, that's how you get him fired up. He's like a rah-rah type of guy, and obviously Andy Reid knows that. They've had a ton of success together at this point. So, yeah, I don't think this is an issue. Now, you may find or may have some sort of issue with Travis Kelce's play on the football field because to me, he looks like a shell of himself at this point, Ed. I mean, he's not the same guy from what I see.
And they don't seem to have the same chemistry, right? You saw that Patrick Mahomes, when they tried to just link up, he sat in the zone, he sat like this, and the ball was 4 feet behind him. I don't know
that would never happen in the past.
Where things went sideways with
I
them.
think it might. I'm not saying this just to say it or trying to bring up Taylor Swift's name. I think when you become like that, one of the biggest celebrities in the world overnight, it's something's got to give somewhere. And where does that time come from? Where every time Travis Kelce walks outside now, he needs to make sure I'm camera ready. I could get photographed. I mean, that just takes some effort and concentration from you. And you can be an all-time great football player or you can be a celebrity. I don't know if you can be both. And I mean, I'm sure he's happy and he's set for the rest of his life and he's amazing. One of the best football players ever. I don't know, though, that this relationship hasn't taken away from him on the football field. Now, speaking of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, this I thought was the best thing that the Giants did last night in the whole game. I mean, on the field, off the field. It was the Taylor cam, right? And the New York Giants kind of tricked the fans, tricked the people who were hoping to see Taylor Swift?
Faked out all of the Swifties. At some point, I believe it was in the first half, they had a camera that was placed behind a woman that looked like Taylor Swift. They called it Taylor Cam, and they played Welcome to New York. And what ensued is pretty hilarious. Watch.
So if you're younger, you're not familiar with that guy, that is, of course, Lawrence Taylor. He is the greatest football player to ever play for the New York Giants. He is one of the best football players ever, period. Probably the greatest, not probably, he's the greatest defensive player ever, period. And, again, his name is Lawrence Taylor. So they weren't wrong. It was the Taylor cam. It just wasn't the Taylor Swift cam. It was the Lawrence Taylor cam. Best thing New York Giants did all last night, in my opinion. I thought that funny stuff by the Giants.
I'm with you, though.
That's going to happen to them like every game.
Yeah.
I used to cover UCLA basketball.
Yeah.
And Steve Alford, remember before he was a head coach, he was an NBA player or whatever.
Yep.
And he said the second he picked up golf, he lost his basketball skills.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like he said, because he got so dedicated to playing golf, he wanted to shoot in the 60s in golf, and then that's when he flamed out of the NBA.
Right,
so,
right. You can't do it all. You give 24 hours in a day, and I'm not even saying it's a bad thing or a bad decision because the reality is Travis at the end of his career.
He's old,
I mean, he's a Hall of Famer if he never plays another snap, obviously. But I do think it's probably had some impact. I think some of it's probably age.
And age,
You know? I do.
I mean, he's been in the league for a while.
Yeah,
and I feel like a tight end shelf life isn't usually the. No. He's definitely had a longer career, I feel like, than most.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he's done things that
it is
nobody else has done.
Yeah, Jason Witten went through that career arc too, and it just hits you. Like I remember all of a sudden I looked at the field and I was like, Jason Witten, what happened to you?
Yeah, right. It does. It's like that.
Just get old, you just fall down.
Like that. I see that with fighters a lot too. That happens.
Well, then why are we blaming Taylor Swift then?
No, I mean, look, maybe it is age. Maybe it is age. I'm not even blaming Taylor Swift. I'm just saying that it's hard to do it all.
Yeah.
And it's so. I mean, you know, all these guys are the best athletes in the world, the best football players. And I think it's the difference between the legend and just being good it's a fine line.
Sure.
So that would be my big point there.
Well, a lot of people had some pretty interesting talking points about the whole him being fiery has been a thing that hasn't been really new to his career at all. But some people are saying now it's a different lens of now that he's engaged to Taylor Swift. That's a huge red flag that he's doing that he's disrespecting his coaches, and obviously that's coming from a different crowd of fans that has more recently come in, doesn't know his history, but what do you guys think about that
No,
take?
I don't know if it's a red flag as far as he's going to be a bad boyfriend, a bad husband, but a lot
of the Swifties are saying that's not good.
I do wonder though if he starts to watch what he does a little bit more. He's not just Travis Kelce. He's Taylor Swift's fiance. And does he, wearing the free 4 shirt, like that wasn't a great look for him, right? Like somebody was badly injured in that car accident.
Yeah.
All right.
When you guys were talking, I want to jump. Does it not feel performative at this point? Like almost like.
Hey, you think so?
Like they have like some low-key agreement between Reid and Kelce. Whenever things are going sideways, let me bump into you. Let me psych me up. That's how I do. Like remember there was I forget who it was. The old Jaguars DTs. They used to slap him in the face before the games. Just think like
that guy was awesome, by the way. John Henderson.
John Henderson.
Yes. One of my favorite people. I love those clips.
Because how often they were in the lead, and Kelce was doing everything he could. I mean, he's beyond his prime now. Like, why are you bumping each other on the sideline? And in the Super Bowl was so,
I don't see this performative at all, man. Like, this dude's been playing in the NFL since 2008. I think when he's on the field, all that Taylor Swift stuff goes out the window. It's game time. He's been doing this for a very,
but why
very
are they
long
butting
time.
heads so
now
often?
It's maybe their thing. It's kind of like their gimmick. We're going to get in each other's faces. We're going to hype it up. And you do that because it's work, it's working typically, and you've established that it's okay to do that. You know, you don't have to worry that your head coach is going to get upset, or if you're the head coach, you don't have to worry about your player not being able to receive that and it, breaking him down mentally, and then everyone's asking him about that. That's their thing. Both of them have been in this game for a long time, so I feel like maybe in his personal life, outside of this, maybe all that T Swift stuff maybe changes some things, but I don't know. I feel like when it's game time, he's ready to go.
It's game time. Yeah. I'm fascinated to see what the rest of the season looks like for the Chiefs because they don't look like the same team to me. It's not just about
They didn't even
Travis.
look good in that win. Yeah.
No, they didn't. The Giants are bad. I mean, the Giants got some talented players for sure, but
I mean, that game was not as close, or was way closer than the score dictated. The final score dictated.
You're right. You're right. Although I, as a Giants fan, I never felt like the Giants could win that game, especially when you go into a game and you don't have a kicker. It kind of puts you at a disadvantage.
Yeah, it's fair.
Who needs a kicker? Let's go for it.
Graham Gano, he got hurt he's 38 years old. He got hurt during the warm-ups.
And I feel like this is the second time.
It happened last year.
Yeah.
How about we?
I know. Why bring in a 30
Why don't we just get a kicker?
No, and Mojo, he was a stud. I mean, I remember when he was on the Panthers, he beat the Giants with a 60, very reminiscent of what happened with Aubrey 2 weeks ago now, although that just tied the game. But, yeah, he was a heck of a kicker, Gano was. But he's just an old guy now. And to not potentially give yourself – they didn't even bring anybody in training camp.
Yeah, go revive Young Ho Koo.
Yeah. Oh, God, I don't know if I want that. But,
Well, I mean, the Falcons are a disaster.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
That's
absolutely
that's a bad football team too.
30-0, and the Panthers being on the other end of that, like delivering that, is absolutely absurd.
Yep, absolutely horrible. Okay, cool. Let's see if we'll move on to Tom Brady. This is an interesting one. If I'm curious how people feel about this.
Yep, Tom Brady next, and then you got the clip from the game you'll toss to.
Clip from the game, okay. No Madison beer. Yeah, Steve. No Madison beer and.
Correct. We can get to it in the stream.
Okay. Cool, right. Cool. But no A2. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So Tom Brady under fire. And just toss into this. Okay. I'll get to this pretty quick here at the top so we can hear it and then discuss it. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Tom Brady is in some hot water for something that he said last night or yesterday while he was on the call of the Dallas Cowboys game. Now, second week in a row, there's been a Tom Brady controversy. This one has to do with something that he said about animals. And a lot of people think that this has some animal cruelty vibes. So last night, the Cowboys playing the Bears, George Pickens drops a pass that is actually ultimately intercepted. Tom Brady then reacted to Pickens' frustration, slamming his helmet. And it's the comment, it's the words that he used that has a lot of people upset with him. Take a look.
Long arms. Yeah, Pick's not happy.
Yeah, those helmets can be. It's like the dog at home.
Time out on the field. Wow.
Kick the dog, throw the helmet. Man, what a test.
So just like the dog at home, takes a little break, a little pause, and kick the dog, throw the helmet. Again, a lot of people not very happy with this, thinking, hey, you know, animal cruelty is not cool, not something to joke about. That's the conversation being had today, Ed.
Yeah, he got slammed repeatedly online, so much so we actually reached out to PETA today to see if they had a comment, and of course they did. Yeah. They actually went softer on Tom than I think any instance of animal cruelty or any alleged
Yeah, because they usually go in pretty hard.
Yeah, here, I'll read it to you. PETA knows Tom Brady to be kind to animals, so we were as confused as everyone else by his comment about, quote, kicking the dog at home. PETA encourages Brady to remember that millions of people listen to him, that the language we use can encourage kindness or violence towards animals, and that we should never normalize taking our frustration out on a beloved companion.
Okay.
So that was really it. They seem to have chalked it up to it being like a turn of phrase.
Right.
It is. It's an older expression that, like, I'm taking it out on something that doesn't deserve it.
Right.
So,
don't get mad at me, Peter. They send a Christmas card to me here every year. Like, beating a dead horse or something like that. That is a phrase that many people use that they would rather people not. They've got all these different sort of.
It's so interesting that you say that, because as part of this statement about Tom, they released a phrases they'd rather you use.
Okay, so
for beat a dead horse, they say feed a fed horse. Another one that is usually associated with stuff is kill two birds with one stone.
What do we say?
Feed two birds with one scone.
No, I can't say
And I'll give you one more. Bring home the bacon. Bring home the bagels. So they want you to avoid. I don't think anybody. Well, at least I hope. I don't think anybody really thought Tom was saying he goes home and kicks his dog. He's trying to turn the phrase, and they're saying, hey, look, we need to eliminate this vernacular from our
I still can understand, Mojo. You know, people out there saying, hey, we don't like it. Just the idea of it, even though we know Tom's not doing that. I hope nobody thinks that he actually is going home and doing that. I don't think that's the case.
Well, just real quick before I go into that, can somebody send me that list of replacement sayings? Because I want to put it up right next to my computer so I have it always.
You got to make sure you don't mess up, Mojo.
I think this was an accident. I don't think Tom meant for this to come off like that. I mean, you could kind of hear it in his voice. He didn't quite know what he was saying. He was trying to listen and hear what was going on, and he probably just mixed up a couple of thoughts in his head. At first, where I thought he was going with this is that he was trying to say that throwing your helmet, smashing your helmet is kind of a bad thing as kicking your dog, because at least when I played football, throwing your helmet, taking that team logo, that team emblem, and chucking it across the field, slamming it on the ground, these were among the most disrespectful things that you could do. I mean, when I played ball, if someone threw their helmet, that's it. They were kicked off the field right then and there. I was taught from high school ball that you never disrespect the helmet ever. So, I mean, that's where my mind went right away. Tom Brady, being the guy who he was, who he is, waving the flag for the entire NFL for more than 2 decades. I mean, he would know more than most that you don't desecrate the helmet. So I thought that's where he was going with this. I still think that's probably where he meant to go with this, and it just came out wrong.
Great. Yeah, it's been a tough season for Tom so far, right? It's
catching heat left and right.
He's got a lot on his mind, guys. He's doing that. He owns a team. He owns a sports league sports team in every sports league there is.
His life is so hard.
I know. I feel you got to feel bad for the guy.
Guys, he's got like almost $1 billion to manage. That's a hard life.
Must be really difficult for him.
Yeah, could you imagine having like $1 billion and you have to figure out what to do with it?
That'd be
That
nice.
sucks.
That would be nice.
I can only imagine how hard my life would be if I had $1 billion right now.
It's a good problem to have.
Babcock, is that your coffee with creamer in that thing?
Big old coffee.
Need some energy.
Babcock, somebody commented, why do you think that the Chiefs are looking like a different team this year already? Mean, obviously the earlier story with Travis Kelce.
Just look at them. There's no dominance at all. I think that, again, I think I mentioned this last week, that I think everyone, you look at this is where Patrick Mahomes was at this stage of his career. This is where Tom Brady was, and everyone assuming that Patrick Mahomes was going to finish with Bill Russell levels of Super Bowls, and it's just they were going to hit a lull at some point. Yeah, I mean you saw it happen, and I think people who paid attention to last season, especially in the playoffs, you saw they could not protect Patrick Mahomes. I don't care how good the quarterback is. If you can't block for the quarterback, it does not matter. It doesn't matter. Speaking of Tom Brady, that's how the Giants beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, good pass rush.
Right? If you can't protect the quarterback and keep him off his ass, then you're not going to win. So. I think that's a big problem of theirs. Obviously, Kelce's not a dynamic threat anymore in my mind, and they're going to have to retool here. Can they do it's the question. Also, at some point, and I don't know when he decides to kind of hang the whistle up, but when does Andy Reid leave?
That's a good point.
And then what?
I mean, I don't think it's in my opinion, I don't think it's unfair to say that I don't think Patrick Mahomes is a top 3 quarterback currently in the NFL. I think
you might take Daniel Jones over
Indiana Jones.
Over him now.
That's a legit thing right now.
Yeah.
Too,
no, very legit.
Unbelievable to say out loud.
Yeah. I mean, his stats. I mean, he's running the offense. I mean, if you watch the games, it's not like he's doing anything absurd, but he's running the offense. He's not turning the ball over. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor might be the best running back in the league right now. It's
absolutely no. They've got weapons, but look, Daniel. I think the Daniel Jones hate probably was a little too much. He especially at times he flashed that he did have ability.
Well, it was 2022, your playoff year, right? I mean, you guys.
They won a playoff game. They beat the Vikings.
Game.
Daniel Jones has a playoff win.
Yeah, and that was a pretty legit Vikings defense. I mean, regardless of their offense, that was a defense that you had to play a good game to put points on.
Absolutely.
Dylan asked,
and then they give him a big, he gets a $40 million a year contract after that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he's already. I think he's made just good enough to earn that money. Absolutely. Yeah. I think he's earning like $100,000 for every win right now. So it's like at $300,000 through 3 weeks, which is not
bad, right? At this
not
rate,
bad at all.
Get himself a nice little bonus there.
Dylan asked, do you have any picks for tonight? Any score predictions for the Ravens versus Lions?
I dropped that game from my parlay because I started getting nervous about it.
That's a scary game.
I would not want to pick that game.
That is a scary game.
What do you guys think?
I think you'll learn a lot about both teams.
Yeah.
I think, after tonight, we'll know who's who. I think if Ravens win, they're the best team in the league. And I think if Lions win, they're probably the best team in the league, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
As before heading into it, I don't know.
Right.
They both have the same resume. They're the two most talented rosters in their conferences. Yeah.
Let me see what the spread is.
It's in Detroit, yeah?
I believe so.
No.
Or no, is it?
Wait, is it Detroit? I thought it was Baltimore.
Ravens,
I bet it's -3 for whoever the home team is.
This has absolutely nothing to do with my fantasy
2.5
teams, but if Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown were to have amazing nights,
that would help.
I think that would just.
I'm taking the Ravens, buddy.
That would just be great.
That's who I'm going with.
Ravens 4.5-point fave.
Whoa.
Oh!
Is it M&T?
Yeah, but it depends. Let's see. Where is this game tonight?
It's got to be. There's no way they're road.
Right. If it is, that means they're 7. Right. I would be surprised too.
That's insane.
Right. You figure you're getting 3 points for being at home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
About time we got a good primetime game, though.
Yeah, the Ravens host the Lions.
Yeah.
So you're right. So you're looking at. They think they're about a
1.5
point and a half favorite.
Yeah, that makes sense. I saw an interesting comment earlier talking about. Obviously we've had some the Chiefs-Giants game, maybe not the most exciting primetime game.
Was not.
I saw some people commenting about a format about what if people voted on the primetime game of the week. Like on Tuesday, you open up a vote or something saying, let's see this. I thought that was kind of an interesting idea.
That's not enough time to prepare as a team,
how do you do that?
No, I mean, you're right. I mean, I just think, or maybe, how that was the game of the week or whatever, maybe choosing it as the game of the week instead of the Sunday night football or the Monday night, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Logistically, it definitely is a little bit more difficult, but I think if there's a way to do that, I think it stops from seeing some stinkers we're going to get a Jets primetime game,
I think it's that you also, though, you're going to get, if the big coup is being on NBC for the Sunday night game, Fox is not going to be happy with that. CBS not going to be happy with that. ESPN, they're going to be like, hey, you're taking all the good games, you know. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
it would be hard to get a clean vote too. Everyone would just vote for their own team.
Right.
You're probably going to end up seeing the same people every single week.
You won't
So how do you go about that?
Browns got Peyton Hillis on the Madden cover. You're going to see Browns in the primetime game every single week.
Hey, Browns, Green Bay.
Peyton Hillis, baby, hell yeah!
How about Cam Scatterby, though?
I love him.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's going to be the biggest star in the league.
The best kind of football.
Yeah,
He's going to be the offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, he's
in the 5th round.
Well,
or whatever
especially now with Tyron Tracy. Yeah, Charles is a big ASU Charles ASU guy, obviously.
Guy, I've been telling you, man.
No,
nobody had faith.
No,
I
you're right.
little.
Charles drafted him in his
He is
fantasy.
so little.
He is.
He defies.
He's not going to be around for long, I don't think. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's okay.
The most spectacular 3-season career in the history of the NFL.
You're so right, Charles.
I mean, he may not have been wrong when he said he was the best running back in the country over Genty right now. I mean,
the guy's he's constantly doubted. He's not overly fast. He's not big. He's just
he hits the hole.
Right, he hits the damn hole hard.
Touchdown, how quickly he hit it.
Hey. He does. He's quick, and he's a good receiver too. He's a really good receiver.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that might be the most underrated thing. And by the way, Tyron Tracy, the Giants, he's a second-year running back, really good, nice player himself. He dislocates his shoulder last night, and I don't know how long he's going to be out. I haven't seen today. So, bottom line is that they just lost their starting running back, and I think that means that Scat's going to get even more playing time.
Scataboo.
That's it. Okay, so Steve, we did A and B. Right now we go Kyrie Irving ACL tear update.
Correct. Lucas Woodman, the second favorite player of all time.
Hey, the Cavs would not have a title if not for Kyrie Irving.
The shot.
It's all based on his time in Cleveland. It's all based on his time in Cleveland.
What?
Nothing post Cleveland.
Oh, you sure, Lucas?
Are we starting the next segment yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you got some?
Oh, I was just gonna say, for those of the watchers who were there on Friday when we were talking Browns and the Cats situation between you guys. Lucas, I can't believe that you robbed Smokey of their first Browns win.
Well,
he wasn't watching.
As a Browns fan.
He wasn't watching because he keeps jumping into this big potted plant. And it was to the point where it was like 15 times. I was like, all right.
So you guys beat the Packers and you didn't let him watch.
That's his fault. It's like the same thing as when, your favorite team is playing, but you're like young and, your parents tell you to go to bed and it's like a crazy comeback, just the way everything falls into place. And it's not, I had nothing to do with it. I wish he was sitting there with me enjoying it. But in all honesty, I wasn't like super like celebratory of that win. It was like, oh, well, I guess that's nice. It's not like I have high hopes for the rest of the season.
No, I know, but Packers are a good football team.
If we had a mid offense,
yeah,
we would win like 7-8 games.
Yeah, I think Myles Garrett may be the best defender in the entire league.
That's all we need. Our defense
Don't get too carried over away, all right? It was one lucky day, all right?
Anyway, Kyrie Irving.
I just wanted that to be a digital footprint of that.
Guys just going nuts. Give it a rest. It was one lucky win. Packers gave you a gift.
All right, Babcock, Lucas, you guys ready to talk some Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, Kyrie Irving. Hang on 1 second here. Make sure I have the date right for the injury. March 3rd, okay. And we're expecting him back sometime early next year. It does typically, right? Yeah. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Babcock here. Kyrie Irving, of course, the NBA All-Star, tore his ACL last season. It was just a disaster of a year for the Mavs, and that kind of really highlighted things. Just everything went wrong as they lose their future Hall of Fame point guard. Well, how is Kyrie Irving doing as he works to get back? Mavs hoping to have a lot better of a season this year. Well, Last week, we saw Kyrie out in New York City, and we asked for an update on the ACL injury, and sounds like it's going well.
So, Kyrie, we wanted an update. How is healing going?
Incredibly well. I appreciate you asking me.
Of course. How has your regimen changed? Anything different?
Not really. Just a lot more rest time and recovering. That's important. Making sure I'm keeping as many distractions out of my life.
So there it is. He sounds like it's going, again, really well. That's exactly what he said. And, I would look for him, who, by the way, Kyrie, not young at this point, is going to be 34 years old next season. Sounds like he's on schedule, and he will be back, and he's ready to go. And, again, they're hoping to have a much better year this year, as they've got some pieces now with AD. And, obviously, you had the #1 pick in the draft.
Yeah, and Kyrie is no stranger to injuries throughout his career, and that's really unfortunate. It's you do watch this clip, and there are a couple takeaways. For me, from my standpoint, Kyrie does not talk to us.
Yeah, he doesn't really talk to much of anybody.
Right, he's not a fan of the media. He doesn't like the idea of post-game interviews or things like that. He does like privacy, but here he is out in the middle of New York Fashion Week, mobbed by fans, and he takes the minute to talk to us and be like, look, I appreciate your question. Things are going very well, and he seems to be in great spirits. So I think that's a major takeaway, that despite everything that's happened throughout his career, all these just bad obstacles that he's had to get over, he's excited for next season. And like all those fans that are there, I mean, he has a collaboration with Anta, and that's a major shoe brand that he's had ever since his fallout with Nike. He is doing things on and off the court that I think he's thinking the future is looking very bright for him.
Right, and you could tell the fans out there was a lot of people out there, first of all, to see him. It seemed like he was happy to see everybody. He does. That was my takeaway, too. Like, he feels like he's in a really good place right now.
Taking pictures, signing autographs, all that. And that was stuff that he tended to avoid early in his career, even when he was Uncle Drew, even when he was on the Cavs and beloved and everything like that. Remember, he was a former #1 overall pick, and he had the NBA in the palm of his hand at one point.
I'm excited to see. I'm actually looking forward to how they are this year. I think they're obviously going to have a much better season. If Anthony Davis is healthy, if Kyrie gets back in reasonable order here, and then you've got Cooper Flagg, what does that look like? I think as they're going to title.
As more time goes on and we've removed ourselves from the fact that they traded away Luka Doncic, and they get back to playing basketball, and you get rid of the Fire Nico and all the fans and all the outrage. I think when they get back to playing basketball, everyone's going to be okay when the Mavericks are fully healthy and they're competing.
Do you think there's a better chance that the Mavs have a better record than the Lakers this year?
I think there's a chance. The Lakers is always, the Lakers are my LA adopted team, but there's always so many question marks, and I think the way that we see the roster going into this season is not going to be what it looks like at the All-Star break. That's just the way I see it. So if they're good, great. If not, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Keith's getting our
our
guy Keith.
I'm treading lightly.
Is getting
death stares.
He's not happy with us. With the Lakers.
Here we go.
Scared too.
Yeah. Let me look. I want to know what the odds are. Hang on. I want to see the odds. Winning a title next year. All right, so the Lakers are plus 1,600. The Mavs are plus 3,300. So pretty substantial. Thunder, overwhelming favorites. Thunder, Nuggets, Cavs, Knicks tied at third. Lucas, you and I.
Where are my Wizards
I said
at?
we should.
Wizards.
Where's my Wizards?
Let's go to the bottom of the list here. You.
Is that plus 1 million?
You should take no, not that bad. Maybe it should be plus 100,000.
Oh. That's where the real money's at.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you put down 100, you win $100,000 if the Wizards win a title.
Might be sneaky.
Now we're talking.
Might be sneaky value.
It's almost worth a shot, right, Mojo?
Hey, You put in enough of those, eventually one of them's going to hit. You're going to come out ahead.
You hope so.
Hey, and I mean, we just re-released the gold jerseys for this upcoming season. That might be the difference maker.
The Arenas era?
Yes.
Oh, those are hideous. Those are awful.
Oh, exactly.
They're hideously beautiful.
We have our navies coming back, and I can't wait. I don't want to be that 33-year-old buying a jersey. But
I had never gotten excited about a uniform.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what about, I think the Giants had one of the most god-awful uniforms I've ever seen. That was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
That was Malik Neighbors' first, that was the first game of last season. When Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yes.
They're hideous.
I just realized your 3 teams, or the teams that you care the most about, have like the worst jerseys. I mean, when it comes to being exciting.
Yeah, because my teams are iconic teams. Yeah.
I wouldn't say.
Because the New York Yankees are not going to.
They're never
make up some nonsense jersey so they could sell a couple of them, online on Fanatics.
That's a good point.
What? Right, Charles?
Right. Tradition.
Tradition.
Proud tradition.
Right.
Stand on it.
Yeah. Sounds like a bunch of has-beens.
When you've got 27 World Series.
You call it has-beens. Yeah. We call it greatest franchise of all time.
Every time I try to talk about football with Babcock, he brings up the 2 Super Bowls that were flukes that Eli Manning won.
Agreed.
And essentially making it sound like the Browns will never have any hope. And
I mean,
the
they
only
don't.
thing that he has to stand on.
Both things can be. You can be wrong and he can be wrong.
2 fluke Super Bowls. It's a terrible argument. Like, I would love to live in the past. Things were great in high school. I was in great shape.
What is a fluke Super Bowl? What is a fluke Super Bowl?
My glory days. Where's your comeback? What have you done for me lately?
Getting hostile over here, man. Starting to sweat over here in Orlando.
Twice beat Tom Brady. He beat what would have been the greatest team ever.
I mean, I would say that the helmet catch, just if that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But then it's like also, it is the.
Right.
Ed, you're awful quiet.
If.
No,
because you side with me and you don't want to admit it.
What's the siding with?
Yeah,
though? What
they
do we
didn't
say?
win. I don't know.
You guys hold on to the past so much. It's like, let's.
What else are you gonna hold
on
to?
What do I do? What do we do? How many times do I have to say the Giants suck?
That's all
I admit it all the time. They're terrible. They've been a terrible franchise. But they not too long ago, they won 2 Super Bowls.
I did see something on X about this because Cowboys fans and Giants fans go back and forth.
Yeah.
Would you rather be the Cowboys where over the last 10 years they've been 12-4 but just flame out in the playoffs, or would you rather be Giants where almost every year they're 4-12 but they have these 2 seasons
rather
of
win the Super Bowl.
And I thought the same thing, but man, going through it,
because that's the goal.
Last year the Cowboys were 7-9. This year about to be the same.
Yeah.
Back in 2020 they were 4-12. I mean, these are miserable experiences.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
It's already
really
week 3
sucks.
and I'm done. You know.
Oh no, I know. Do you know just how bad it feels as a fan base to be here on like what's the date today? On
September 22nd, and the season's over.
It's over. Right.
CD's already out. The defense is terrible.
We've got like 15 more weeks.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, is that high? I wouldn't know because I was 6 when the Cowboys won the last Super Bowl. But is that high of that 1 year, even if it's fluky, as Lucas says, worth this?
No, I think it's a good.
These 6 years of just.
At least you get excitement year in, year out.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
no, it's. I wish you could do both. Like, good always and then win some.
Well, see, there's the secret third option. You could win 14 games and lose 3, like the Eagles did last year, and win the Super Bowl as well. So you can't have it. You can't have it both ways.
Right. The Eagles,
that would be the
Eagles
best
have it
way.
both ways. They win the Super Bowl every now and then, and they're also very good almost every year.
See, it's like there's
crazy.
option C. You know.
You go back 10 years and the Eagles, or
my God.
whatever.
Growing up, it was disappointment.
Hadn't won a Super Bowl, and it's so just like that.
I've been very lucky in my adult life to have winning football, but growing up it was very brutal.
They're right there. Look, they win again this year. Maybe they're the best.
If we
franchise.
play like the second half of the Rams game, maybe that's a possibility. But the first half was probably some of the worst football I've ever seen in my entire life.
My guy there, Josh Carty, the kicker.
Oh,
you got it. I hung out with him at.
You guys go way back.
We go way back to when he got drafted. I sat next to him at the. This Cosm thing, it's like a mini sphere.
Yeah.
And we watched a UFC fight, Alex Pereira and Yuri Prohaska.
Oh, that's cool.
And nicest guy. Nicest guy. I was really hoping he's gonna make that kick.
I feel like that's a little, you got the hate for the Eagles as well as the love for that
I'm
guy.
like, I know this guy, I like this guy, and I despise the Eagles.
When I'm telling you, I was watching this game.
Yeah.
I was this close to my TV, just like ready to crash out for the rest of the day. I had to go fix my phone. It was going to be an awful Sunday.
And then boom.
And then somehow 6'8" Jordan Davis decides to run 18 miles per hour and return a touchdown.
That was
never seen anything like
very impressive for a big guy to move that fast.
All right, you guys ready to talk some Bill Belichick?
Yeah, Billy Bates.
So all of you are in play here, and it's just photos, B-roll, her at the game, Jordan on the sideline, and then UCF trolling the couple after the blowout.
Okay, and somebody going to bring up all those things, Steve?
Yeah, you could probably. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
There's. Okay. Nothing. All B-roll, though, right?
All B-roll, correct.
Okay, got it. All right. Okay. Oh, that way a little bit, Keith? Okay. My $40, $42, my new Adidas shoes.
Love those.
My new Adidas sneakers that Lucas bullied me about. He said they weren't cool.
Don't make me out to be. I am an angel.
Don't you have the same shoes?
No, mine are Sambas.
Did you see it? You saw the stuck-upness.
I have Sambas. These are iconic classics, staples in the shoe game. I've worn these for the past 20 years.
But so here, can we go off a tangent real quick? So I want to get like new shoes for like work and stuff. You know, to be a little more stylish. But I put my feet on my chair like this, and it rubs all this dirt all over them. And like if I get like nice Blazers or something, or even like
well, here's what I'll say.
Like a leather shoe. Like
I guess.
So get like a little wipe or something.
Yeah, That was
look at these.
Maybe like some Chuck Taylors
for $42. And they got delivered by Amazon.
That's a good deal.
That's convenience.
It's not bad, right?
Can't beat that.
Good deal.
$42.
Yeah. I'm in the market. I'm in the market.
It came. The Amazon box hurt me a little bit when it came.
I used to sell shoes when I was in high school.
Did
so I'll think about some stuff for you. That was like my side hustle, was reselling sneakers.
Because they got to be comfortable enough to wear all day at work.
I got the Travis Scott Jordans,
but not expensive enough that I care about them.
Yeah.
I mean, that
you
was
made a lot of money on those.
I used to, the Ultra Boosts. Those those used to be selling for like $400 or whatever, and I made a killing doing that when I was younger.
I put on Jordans this morning, but they're so uncomfortable.
It's a 12-hour day in here.
Yeah, it's like you can't do it.
Oh.
We're here for a long time.
I got the new Bieber Skylark slides. The thick-heeled ones, though, that he discontinued a week later because he rolled his ankle.
Oh, your ankles are done.
I don't know.
Your ankles are done.
I already have a bad ankle from gout.
We're like, we got like people in our 30s, but we're gout.
October 14th, you're sober.
All right, let's do this. Jordan Hudson, Edward? Okay.
Yes. What's up?
Okay, cool. All right, Eddie, this is you. Here we go. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I'll start moving over to Ed. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Bill Belichick and Jordan Hudson once again got people on the internet going in on the couple last night, or yesterday, this weekend rather. The University of North Carolina football team is beaten up pretty badly, Ed. They lose 34-9 at the hands of UCF. You had fans trolling them, Ed. You had the school trolling them. Everybody trolling Jordan here.
We'll get into the Knights trolling first.
Yeah.
So you remember a couple months ago, Jordan Hudson was doing beach acrobats with Bill Belichick, where he had her
I loved it.
In the air. Well, the Knights, I think we have it here,
there it is.
trolled him, trolled this whole scene by putting a W, and they, obviously you can see that. So that was that part of the equation. The other part of the equation was Jordan Hudson was seen on the sidelines of the game prior to the game, talking with Bill. while like the team was warming up. It wasn't one of those like way early. You could see her right here. Look, the team is getting ready to play, and she's
Not
whispering.
too far away from kickoff.
She's whispering in his ear. She's got mini skirt on, and she was blasted for this scene. I think probably because they went on to lose by almost 30 points. So she was torn up over this. The Knights were tearing them up over this. I mean, this was not a good weekend for Bill Belichick.
And Mojo, this is going to happen, right? I mean, it's just the reality of the situation. They are so famous. They're the most famous, couple in all of college sports, let's be honest. And when they lose, they're going to get trolled. TCU did it game 1. And it's going to happen again here now. If they win, they can hold these things off. They can stop this crap from happening. But if they lose, this is just going to be a weekly occurrence.
This is why many players, many people in the public eye try to walk the straight and narrow. You can't give people an excuse. And you compare current Bill Belichick to the Patriots coach of the year, coach of the decade, best coach of all time kind of Bill Belichick to the guy now. And it's just not the same dude. You would have never seen Bill Belichick doing all of these things, airing out his personal life before. Ever. You couldn't even get that guy to smile after a Super Bowl win half the time, So seeing all this stuff, he's just opening himself up right now, and that's what's happening. I mean, on the one side, he is going back to college football. It's a team he's never been a part of. I mean, can college kids really grasp the full scale of a team of X's and O's, of offenses, defensive Bill Belichick ran in the NFL? It might be too complex for them. There's a learning curve here. So you're going to stumble a bit, but a 2-2 start, a couple of blowout losses, especially when the beginning of the season is typically the part where teams stack easy wins. They're not playing very competitive teams, right? The goal is to start with 3-4 wins in the first four to propel yourself to an automatic bowl bid. We're just not getting a lot of that here. So it's gonna happen. He knows it's coming. Whether he's okay with this, whether it's Jordan Hudson kind of pushing him into this and kind of making him go down this path, I don't know what that looks like, but it's not great, Babcock.
Yeah, I think he definitely he appreciates her the way she weighs in. I think he likes bouncing things off of her. I don't think anyone's making Bill Belichick do things at the end of the day. Lucas, tell me what you think about this. I can't get worked up about her outfit. Who gives a crap what she's wearing? People just want to hate on her, I think, at this point, as far as some of the things the fans are saying online.
I think so. And what it really comes down to is, what does Bill think? And, I was saying this earlier today. I honestly, truly feel at the root of this, if he thought this was a distraction or if it took anything away from their chances of winning,
I agree.
That she would not be seen at all at games. If she was that big of an issue. This is a guy who just, from the very start of his career until present, all he cared about was winning.
Right.
And
I don't think that's changed.
Not at all. And to go to UNC, to continue your career, especially after how legacy or legendary of a career you had, he wouldn't want to go somewhere just to have his legacy remembered like this.
Right.
And so I honestly feel like when she's on the sidelines and stuff, we have to remember that she does have a role within his life, professionally as well. So we don't know what this conversation was, but I'm sure it's not, I got reservations for
what are we having for dinner tonight? And tell me if I'm wrong here. I feel like we have seen, this is not the first relationship Bill Belichick's been in. I think we have also seen past girlfriends of his be on the sideline. So I think it's the age difference, and for some reason it drives a lot of people crazy.
She speaks her mind. She has, gone on social media and kind of clapped back at haters and stuff. And, that's going to bring criticism. That's going to have,
But bottom line is, like Lucas said, this is a guy who is in the conversation at the least, at the worst, for being the greatest football coach of all time. I don't think he's going to do anything that would, knowingly tarnish his legacy. The dude cares about winning. That's the bottom line. All right, guys, we will see what happens with that Monday Night Football game tonight. The Lions. Oh wait, no, actually, hold on. Scrap that, Steve. I shouldn't say that because the game will have aired. Steve, can I just do a pickup there? Okay. Yeah, the bottom line is this is a guy who is at the very worst in the conversation as being the greatest football coach of all time. I do not believe that he is going to wittingly do anything that could potentially tarnish his legacy. Bottom line is Bill Belichick wants to win. We are out of time, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, I realized, Steve, that I should not talk about the game because. Yes. Yeah,
I will say,
I can't. The hate is.
Before we sign off on this, to everybody's point, I was sent upwards of a dozen photos of Linda Holiday on the sidelines of Bill Belichick.
See right there, that's what I thought. That I'm positive I've seen Linda before.
Like because she's not 24.
No,
it's because Bill was winning.
Right.
I think
they
won every game at the Patriots,
right.
So nobody cared who was dating. He could date Miley Cyrus.
That's
People
so
were like,
true.
She's 8 Super Bowls.
No, that's the relationship I want to see now.
I just think if he had gone out there and blown out UCF by 50, I don't think there would be a word that would talk about it.
I agree, Ed.
She's going to be the scapegoat, and this whole thing is going to be the scapegoat. And honestly, it is, like, if we're all being honest here, it is kind of embarrassing. Like, this is the greatest coach of all time, and he's with a 24-year-old girlfriend. He's getting smoked every weekend by every real opponent he plays. It's not.
This is what you do kind of after you've retired and you're trying to reinvent yourself and find a new life. But yeah, he's still in the game.
Well, yeah. Look, I don't think Bill Belichick has forgotten how to coach football. They've got an entirely different team, right? Like every player virtually is a new player to that program. I think it takes time. If Bill sticks around, I hope he does. I'm curious if there will be any NFL interest after this season. If Bill sticks around, I'm really curious to see how they look next year and potentially even the year after that. And if we're sitting here and it's like 2027 and the team is still getting blown out like this, then okay, maybe he doesn't have it anymore. But really, right now, I'm not. I wouldn't be worried if I was UNC. You're more relevant than you've been in decades. Yeah. And I think, I think that this is ultimately going to be a winning program. Do they ever contend for a national championship? Yeah, probably not.
But who does?
Right? Yeah, right. Look, they've got a lot of people who have made a lot of money who have went to that school, and I think Bill Belichick, Vince Lombardi, I don't care who it is, like you need money to get good players into your program, and I think if they can get people that have got that money and are willing to put up NIL funds, I think Bill Belichick ultimately, who knows what happens. How awesome would that be if he were to win all those Super Bowls and then come back and win a national championship?